You cannot seem to get to me. I am back with a stolen identity. You know I see through anything. I'm a one-man army with a bitter sting. You give me no reasons. I'm broken to pieces. There's no one who can erase. Stuck inside the frame. You know that's why I don't.
Howdy, how's it going? I'm back. We're back here. We're here to talk about some good stuff. We got 2 clients tomorrow, Saturday. One's a investor, the other person's looking for some homes for just the family. The family's growing, so they need a better home. So we're gonna go in there, look at some places in West LA and the San Fernando Valley. The investors, they got their mindset. They're contractors. They basically break down homes and build homes. They say they do like 40 homes a year. Wow. So I said, man, you called the right person, because you know, I work with properties, you know, distressed properties, abandoned properties, you know, it goes on and on. So they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, you know, we're gonna hook up, and this is good, because if I could keep on providing them some properties like this, and then they'll pick which one they want, which one they don't like, and then, I mean, hey, as an agent, you only got to make 4 sales a year. You know what I mean? It's a wrap. So. Hit and miss, you know, they're gonna accept one of it, and I got a lot of them, man. So I just gotta find out who's the banker, who's selling who, and that's easy. I already did. Like for right now, I'm looking at one property, but this property is for personal, for me, and but the problem is that it hasn't been maintained, but it's good. The construction wasn't finished, but it's still good. But it's a go for it, because it's a nice area. It's a must buy, and I think it might, you know, put some money down on this one. Yeah, because I like it, and plus I like the area too. But you know what? I'm a mountain guy. I like the hills, the forest, the mountain. You know, I don't really like living in the city or the suburban or the valley. But it's a property maybe I could rent out. You know, plus it's really big, so it could bring a lot of income. It could just be a rental income if the subleasing is allowed in that area. So we'll see. So I got 2 people to work with tomorrow that are going to be going out on listing. I sent both of their information to my, you know, loan processor to validate them, to screen them, to see if they're true. Because you know, sometimes, you know, buyers could be liars, but you know, that's how it goes. So she's gonna screen them. So before I talk to them tomorrow or meet up with them tomorrow, we already know that, you know, they got money and they got some funds, and they're ready to put an earnest deposit down on the properties that basically they're looking for. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So this is how it is. And then remember, these homes are selling like hotcakes. They're selling right away. 25% down is all you need, you know. So we'll see. But I want to share something with you. You know, I was very upset when I heard this right here, because you know, the guy like Mark Zuckerberg, he basically, I couldn't believe this. You know, the rich just keep on getting richer, you know. And it's like, you know, with the federal funding, with the subsidies, with all this support, it's like they're just born on a silver spoon. Do you know that Mark Zuckerberg, the guy that's funded by the feds to operate Facebook, basically had a $6 million loan and was only paying 1% interest? I was like, what? That is, it doesn't get, I mean, you could get 0% interest, but dude got 1% interest on a $6 million loan. There's a lot of people out here. You go get a car right now, they're charging you, they say 7%, but by the time it gets to the bank, they're coming back with 16, 19%, 21%. And it's just a screw job with the auto industry. Horrible. They're just trying to F people over and over again. And you put a deposit down, little do you know that all of it is going to go to taxes. When I do my tax, I'm gonna let them know that I paid, a grip of money last year for taxes because I have an LLC. So that was crazy that he got a deal like that. It happens. He's not the only one, but it shows how the rich get richer and the middle class is shrinking, and it's tougher for them because they get trapped in these bubbles, in these economic system, because they're not getting no subsidies, we're not getting no funding, we're not getting no federal funding, we're not getting no support. You go apply for a grant with these crooks in DC, you pay for the application, you pay $25 for an application, you fill it out, then they come back, they say, oh, you got to fill out another application, $35. And you're like, oh my God. So you do it. It's a lottery. Next minute, they're giving you another application, $195. And then at the end of the day, you're like, hey, how come I'm not getting approved? But they're approving all these military industries, like all this, like Abrams, the tanks, McCarthy, the helicopters, for the war going on. So the military industry, I saw that the only people getting contracts were those that were connected to what they wanted right now. So if you're coming out of nowhere and you're not trying to build for them, or you're not trying to do any contract, or you're not a technology company, they're not going to give you no loans. They're not going to give you no grants. And basically, the money that you're paying for those applications is a big lottery, and there's millions of people trying to get that grant. They take all that money and then they send it to who they want. And I saw that like right away, and I said, I'm getting out of that. But it's tough out here. And then you go to the bank and try to get a loan. They're not going to approve you except you have a 700, and now they raised the bar because it was 700 for a credit score to get something. Now they raised it up to 720, 780. Could you believe it? 780 credit score. Who got that at this time with all this economic pressure? Who's going to bail me out? That's the question. It's ridiculous because it's just the top people are getting quadruple trillionaire rich, and we're over here trying to pump up, trying to come up, and then they hit us with all this little BS, all these propagandas, and we're supposed to sit down and believe this stuff and wait. It's just a headache, and a lot of people can't take it no more, such as like me. Because it's like, when do we get a break? When do I get a break? No, there's no breaks. Matter of fact, you got taxes at the end of the year, that you got to pay. So you're paying all this interest, paying all this taxes. Remember, they still got it. $40,000 is minimum wage. This is 2023. This is not 1940. They have not changed it because middle class is $120,000 a year, and that's not enough because that's 25% down on a home, because most homes are from $480,000 to $1 million. So how is that? This is because they don't want to raise the bracket, because if they raise it, a lot of people are not going to pay taxes because because remember, $25,000 you don't have to pay taxes. So if they raise it up like that, people that are making $60,000 to $80,000 are not going to have to pay taxes at all. So it's a screw job, this economy. That's why you got to get an LLC. You got to get an LLC, take charge of all the benefits, all of the government benefits. I don't give a damn if you're driving a Ferrari or a Lambo or whatever. You take charge, because these people are getting filthy rich behind our backs. They're raising up the price. You go to the grocery store, you get 3 bags of groceries, you're paying $130. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna make it like that. So if you can't beat them, join them and go hard in the paint, because it's coming to the point where you gotta do what it takes to survive. You cannot sit down there and say, I'm gonna be goody two shoes and I'm gonna do what's right and I'm gonna pay, I'm gonna do this and that, and I'm gonna go to church on Sunday. No, they're trying to take away your house, they're trying to take away your car, they're charging you extra. This is an economic war of survival of the fittest. You gotta come with it. It's tough out here. You know, it's not easy. A lot of people don't sleep at night. You know, people are on medications, popping pills. You know, it's tough out here. The grinding is gonna get harder and harder, and it's gonna get really hard. But the only thing you can do is play it smart, because going hard in the paint means taking all the avenues and all the offers, all the credits. You see an opportunity, do not hesitate, take it. This is the time. Big things are coming in, such as the FDIC coming out with their own digital currency. I don't want to get into politics, you know how it is out here with this social media stuff. But the CBDC, okay, the US Treasury federal note, coming in July 2023, the Fed now, they knocked out all the digital currencies. They've gone out there, they've blown everybody's head off. They said, once again, we're in charge. We control this stuff right here. We control this. This is our territory. You don't do nothing without us. Okay? So now they've taken over the digital currency, and their attempt to eliminate Bitcoin. Okay? Coinbase went over there and backstabbed everybody, gave all their information to FDIC. I don't know about the decentralization, but CBDC is centralized, and they want to control everything you do. So when you make a payment to Amazon, when you make a payment to Bond, CVS, payment to anywhere you want to buy something, it have to first go through the CBDC, which is the Fed now, their system. It has to go through them, and they decide if you could buy that stuff, if you can get that, if you could build a house, if you could purchase a house. What? You don't like this, you don't like that, you don't do this, I'm sorry, and access denied. That's how it's going down. And they want to manage all financial payments, unified UPI, pave the way for the digital currency for the future. This is a mafia. The Pac West is coming up in here crushing it. Matter of fact, all your mobile device, all your telecom services, all your internet services is controlled by Europe, big giants. T-Mobile's from Germany. Spectrum is from Germany. Okay, from Kazakhstan. No, they're up there. AT&T also. They give us the AT&T, the T-Mobile, all that, but the names are different in Europe. Okay, but they have a different, they name it different over here. When you look it up, you come to find out they're all connected to Europe. They want to control everything. The West is controlling everything. We just seen the corrupt family, you know, doing their thing over there in Europe also. So it's crazy out here. But the CBDC, July 2023, Fed now, they're gonna push it up. They're doing their testing right now. You know, it's on. You got to get ready for this. If you don't make it, like if you don't got that money, if you don't got those funds to make it through this fixed crash where all the banks are failing. How many banks have failed? First Republic, Signature Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, Washington Mutual, Pac West Bank, you know, basically all of them. 207 billion in assets. you know, where did the money go? The money didn't disappear. It went into somebody's pocket, you know. So the FDIC deposit funds 35 billion. Okay, 20 billion for Silicon Valley, 2.4 billion for Signature Bank, 13 billion for First Republic. Okay, JP Morgan and the FDIC have violated antitrust laws because they're coming in supporting this business. Hey, can I get some support? I'm over here. I got a company and everything. No, go pay your taxes. You know, that's what they tell me. After paying all these taxes, after paying all these interests, they're still asking for something at the end of the year. It's getting out of hand, you know. It really is. But, you know, JP Morgan will take over all these banks, and they said that their profit, they even thrown it in your face, 2.6 billion by the end of this year, taking up 80%, you know, of all these banks. And the small banks are out there, they don't want a loan. Now they all have to do secured loans. They're only doing secure loans. That's why you have to have a good credit score of 720 to 780. And you have to have the collateral also. Good job. You have to show monthly income if your business is doing real good. It's strict. It's really strict now. You miss one thing, it's over. You know, that's how it is. So you gotta stay on your toes. You gotta stay with the beat. You gotta keep it up. You know, you can't mess around. You can't lose your focus. You can't let your credit score go downhill. You know, you mess up somewhere, you get a divorce, you lose your job, or you lose your contract, or you get in an accident, health issues. You gotta take care of. You gotta eat healthy, because that's why they said healthy lifestyle leads to a wealthy lifestyle. Because if you go down in the battlefield, you know, I got diabetes, I got, you know, cancer, I got this, you know, I got injured. It's game over for you. You know, that's why you got to understand that you got to stay on your toes on all levels. You got to keep every department. You got to take care of your looks. You got to take care of your hygiene. You got to take care of your bank account. You got to take care of your credit score. You got to take care of all those credit cards you got. You got to eat right. You got to get with the right person. You got to find the right person. You don't want to be with somebody that's going to bring you down. You got to be with somebody that's going to bring you up, that's going to work with you as a team. You know, you got to put all that, you know, lust and sex up behind you, and you find somebody that's right for you, that's going to help you, that know what time it is, that's not just looking for a shopping spree. You know, because this is not the time to be shopping. It's the time to be acquiring assets. So that's how it's going down right now. It's gone to the extent right now that it's tough. It's gonna get harder. It's gonna get tough because the cost of living has gone up. Everything has gone up. It's economic warfare. Get ready for it. You know, thanks for coming by, you guys. Keep up with my videos. Tune in. Please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. And help me out to circulate the video. It really goes a long way. Thank you very much. Come back for more. This is your neighborhood real estate agent, Melvin Rideout, talking to you right now. And go to www.rideouthomes.com. Still working on that website though, but it's about to be at its point of where it's supposed to be. So hang on tight. We'll get it all together. This is a one-man team, so give me a break. All right, have a good time. Come back for more and enjoy the video.